Hey guys, welcome back to the Financially Savvy Chick. This is Tamar. Today's video is about, could New York City go broke from illegal immigrants? The question most people are asking right now is, could New York City go broke from all these illegal immigrants? New York City Mayor Eric Adams said he will open a new humanitarian emergency center to make sure arrivals meet their needs. This is a move he's taken to handle illegal immigrants transported from the nation's southern border. And I quote, "This is not an everyday homelessness crisis, but a humanitarian crisis that requires a different approach," he said Thursday in a statement announcing the plan. I digress. Homelessness is an everyday crisis. What about all the people already homeless in the U.S.? Why isn't help being offered to people here? Just putting it out there. A humanitarian crisis was created by human hands, our very own government hands. According to Texas Governor Greg Abbott's office, more than 10,000 illegal immigrants have so far voluntarily accepted the one-way bus tickets to Democrat-run sanctuary cities. It should not cost millions of dollars to send busloads of immigrants all over the country. I don't even know why that's being projected out there, that it's costing millions of dollars. I know it might cost a couple of $100s to rent a bus. It might cost a couple of $100s to fill that bus up with gas. It might cost a couple of $100s to feed, provide water and food for the people that you're putting on that bus to ship elsewhere. And then, of course, I know you have to consider labor, the cost it's going to take to pay the individual who's driving this bus. New York City could go broke from all these illegal immigrants. Biden's not taking immediate action to secure the border. I think we all can agree to that to some extent. I mean, if you've seen video footage, there is plenty of footage out there showing people just coming and going as they please. And the patrol officers down there, the border patrol officers down there, they are putting their lives at stake, trying to secure these borders. And they don't have much help. Inflation will continue to rise. People will lose their job and won't be able to feed their family. How long can the U.S. afford to feed all these people? Is there enough food to feed the country and then some? Who's paying for all these illegal immigrants? Where is the money coming from? How much money will it cost to house, clothe, and feed them? I guarantee you, if you ask the government these questions, you probably won't like their answer. Migrants from Colombia, Venezuela, and other countries are arriving here. How did someone from Colombia get all the way over here? Colombia is across the ocean. I was just sitting there thinking to myself, Venezuelan? How could someone from Venezuela get all the way over here to the southern border? So, if you got common sense, that means somebody flying these people from all over the world down into Mexico or the southern border, and then they're coming into the country. And then once they get here, if they're stopped by law enforcement, they're documented. Then they ask them where they're from. Oh, I'm from Colombia. Well, how the heck did you get all the way over here? Is the government flying these people over here? It's just kind of fishy. You gotta wonder, how are some of these people getting over here? That just caught my attention. I was like, Colombia, I read the article, and I was like, how are these people getting over here from Colombia and Venezuela and other countries? How? Did the citizens in the U.S. approve these actions taken by the government officials? Did you agree to pay for this? Who should be responsible for the consequences? Will anybody take responsibility should the people that's coming over here commit crimes? Who's going to be responsible for it? All right? I'm not against helping people. I'm just against evil, wicked, plotted plans to cause hunger, war, and genocide. To each his own. We all got to get our house in order because there's no going back. Now, Texas is experiencing the worst border issues right now of any state. Apparently, I'm in Florida, and a lot of them are coming here to Florida. Don't know how, but can you blame DeSantis? Can you blame him? Can you blame Abbott? Can you blame them for putting these people on buses and sending them to Democrat-run states? Can you? Because think about it. If we just sit here and let all these people keep coming in the influx as they are, that's going to eventually take a toll on our states. You can house, clothe, and feed but so many people, right? Or can you? And so the fact that they're shipping them elsewhere is kind of alleviating some of that financial burden that's being placed on the states. Now, these Democrat-run cities, they claim and they promote publicly that illegal immigration needs to be reformed, and I kind of feel like this is a workaround of the immigration reform. I feel like they're just letting these people come in here in your kind of way, shape, or form, and then dealing with it in that sort of sense versus coming up with an actual policy and procedure. Okay, this is how we're going to handle this. This is how we're going to handle that. I've been to Texas. Very, very beautiful state. Very, very nice. And that's a lot for one state to put up with. I remember when Trump was in office, he was talking about the border problem. He asked them to finish completing the wall. And then the whole fuss was about, well, who's going to pay for it? But if we've been honest with ourselves, the taxpayers are going to be the ones to pay for this. The government's not mentioning how they're going to take in the cost of feeding, clothing, and housing these illegal immigrants. Somebody's going to have to pay, and it's going to be you and I. You may not think so, but you will indirectly pay for this. And it's going to be through taxes. Because I'm sure the dark powers that be know nobody in their right minds will just give up their hard-earned money to pay to house, clothe, and feed someone when it wasn't done the right way, or a moral and ethical way. Let me say that. We all work hard, we go to work every day, some of us, and you're going to pay for it. It's going to be through taxes. They know nobody is going to just willingly give them their money, so they're going to indirectly make you pay for these illegal immigrants. And New York City is a huge population, has a huge population. And that's the only way it's going to be paid for, is indirectly. New York City has 8,930,000 people living there right now. And that's the latest U.S. Census data. But I don't think New York City is going to be the only one going broke. If this issue isn't properly handled, it's going to be all over the country. California. Think about it. It's going to spread. It's going to be all over the country. And that's going to cause a lot of food shortages. It's going to cause shortages in every walk of life. So it's something you need to think about, something you want to take into consideration. it's kind of out of our hands, because you can fuss, you can protest, you can hold signs up, but at the end of the day, if nobody's doing anything about it, what can you do? It's inevitable. New York City won't be the only state to go broke. All the other states will follow suit, because once you take in so many in one state, they're going to spread elsewhere. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video. I hope you found it informative. We are in perilous times. We got to pray. And most importantly, we have to get our house in order. Thank you. Until next time.